Hey everyone, welcome to a Read Aloud lesson. To start this lesson, go ahead and put in your brain a trick that you have played on maybe a friend or a family member, maybe a brother or a sister, something that you have done that was like a trick, made you a trickster. Hmm, Okay, so I want you to keep that in your brain. We could also make a connection to Anansi the spider. And we read a few Anansi stories where Anansi tricked other animals. And those were African folk tales. So we've already read a little bit about tricksters. In this story, I want you to think about the characters and how they act towards each other. Okay? So in this lesson, we are going to pick out some interesting characters, think about what makes them interesting and how they are tricking other animals. Okay? This story is called Tops and Bottoms. And right here, we are getting some picture information. So tops and bottoms, I'm thinking maybe these might be the tops of like some plants and vegetables, and then these are the bottoms growing into the ground. All right, but I still don't know really what's going on with the story. So let's continue. Tops and bottoms. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth and all of his money to his sleeping son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. So I'm thinking that Bear might be a lazy fellow that might have been given too much and might have been, might have become just lazy and content to sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. All right, so we're talking about a rabbit family here, and we can also call them hares, like in the story Tortoise and the Hare. So not far away from the bear, down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever and smart, he sometimes got into, trouble. He had once owned land also, but now he had nothing. He had lost his money in a risky bet with a tortoise, and he sold all of his land and all the things he had to Bear to pay off the debt. All right, so what's going on? Basically, the rabbit family had to give everything to the bear. So now they do not have anything, which is sad. But let's see how they solve their problem. Let's continue. The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something, Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together, and then they cooked up a plan. They came up with a plan. So here it looks like they are in their place where they live. That's their little setting. Then they jump over to the bear's setting on his porch, and it seems like they're trying to wake him up. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, Bear, wake up. It's your neighbor, Hare, and I have an idea. Bear opened one eye and grunted. Hare said, hey, we can be business partners. We can be partners in a new business. And all we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting. And we can split the money and the profit right down the middle. Whatever we make, we can split it in half. Yes, sir, Bear, we are in this together. I'll work and then you get to sleep. Huh? Said the bear. So, what'll a bear? Asked the hare. The top half or the bottom half? It's up to you. You choose, tops or bottoms. Let's see, Bear said with a yawn. I'll take the top half, Hare. Right, tops. And Hare smiled. It's a done deal, Bear. So it seems like Bear is going to choose the top half. All right, let's see what this means. So Bear went back to sleep, zonked out. We're going to do some Z's for him. Z, back to sleep. So he hasn't changed much as a character, right? So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted the seeds, and Mrs. Hare watered the seeds, and then everyone weeded and took away like these little plants that are growing that might harm the plants that you want to live, right? So they're basically creating space for the plants to survive, right? That's something that we're talking about in science also. Okay, so here they are. They are getting their plants started. And let's go ahead and turn the page. Bear slept as the crops grew. And crops is just another name for plants that you eat. Okay? When it was time for the harvest, when it was time to pull the plants out of the ground and eat them, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the tops and I get the bottoms." So let's look at this picture over here. Plop. It looks like the rabbit, the hare family, plopped down all of the tops of the plants, and they got all the bottoms of the plants. Woo. Hare and his family dug up the carrots, they dug up the radishes, and they dug up the beets. Hare plucked off and took off all the tops. They tossed them in a pile for Bear, and then they put the bottoms aside for themselves, for their family. Notice that this bear, might have a trick being played on him. Bear stared at his pile. "But Hare, all the best parts are in your half. You have all the best parts." But you chose the tops, Bear," Hare said. "Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You plant this field again, and in this season, next, I want the bottoms." Hare agreed. "All right, Bear, it's a done deal." So Bear is switching, and now Bear wants the bottom half of the new plants that the rabbit family is going to plant. So Bear went back to sleep. Let's draw some Z's. So Bear isn't changing much. Bear has not learned a lesson. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They weeded, and they watered, and they planted. So again, they're making space. They're creating really nice conditions for the seeds to sprout and grow. All right, let's flip the page, see if there's more tricks. But Bear slept as the crops grew. All right, so here's some new planty plants are growing. But then just take a look. You might have noticed this. Take a look at Bear's house. It's all kinds of falling apart. I wonder if it's because he's really not taking care of it, if he's not being so responsible. So when it was time for the harvest and time to pull the plants out of the ground and eat them, Hare called out, "Hey, wake up, Bear! You get the bottoms and I get the tops." Wonder if Bear is going to be happy or angry. Wonder how Bear is going to be feeling in this next page. Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery, and Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. What? So this time, Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear, threw all like the roots and the things that grow underground with these vegetables, tossed them over the Bear, and kept the nice lettuce, like to make a nice salad, kept the broccoli, and kept the celery. So these things grow up above the ground. So they got to keep those. Bear, once again, ends up with some junk. Bear looked at his pile and he scowled. He got really angry. He got like an angry scowl face. If you want to make a scowl face, like, "Urgh, Hare, you have cheated me again." But Bear, Hare said, "You wanted the bottoms this time." Hare growled, "You plant this field again, Bear. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right, old poor Bear," sighed the Hare. "It's only fair you get both the tops and the bottoms this time. All right, it's a done deal, Bear." So this time, Bear thinks he's going to outsmart the rabbit family. And he says, I want both the tops and the bottoms. Now, make a prediction. What kind of plants do you think the rabbit family is going to plant? Maybe that's right. Here we have Bear sleeping again, hasn't learned the lesson, and back at work, rabbit family. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, then watered and weeded some more. So this time they watered and weeded some more. They got all of the gross plants out so that the nice plants could grow. Looks like they took them a little extra time. Bear slept as the crops grew, as the food grew. And when it was time for the harvest, to pull out the plants and eat them, Hare called out, Hey, wake up, Bear. It's time you get the tops and the bottoms. What? Bear's looking down. There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Whoa, so a nice field of corn is being grown. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. That means the plant that the corn is growing on. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom, and he tugged off the tassels right here at the top and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn. So these are the ears of corn. That's what they're called. This yellow part of the corn. In the middle, so collected all this delicious corn that was in the middle. See, it's in the middle. And placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. See, Bear, you get the tops and you get the bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear, it's a done deal. By now, Bear was wide awake. That's it, Hare, he hollered. From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and middles. Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hop, hop, hop down the road toward home. Look at Bear, doing some work. Maybe learned a little lesson. Take a look at Bear's house. Maybe he got up, was influenced by, meaning he saw what, well, one, he was burned by that trick. So he probably didn't want to be burned again. He didn't want to be tricked again. And then he probably saw, hey, look at that. Look at that Hare family. They tricked me, and I really don't want that to happen again. Bear never slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from the crops. Oh, so Hare was like, hey, let me buy some land and I can plant some things. And he and Mrs. Hare opened up a vegetable stand. Oh, that's nice. So they were able to sell vegetables. And let's see. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. And that's it. So they never made a deal again because Bear probably thought, what? Well, he probably thought he'd get tricked again. All right, so that's the last page. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. So here's just different types of vegetables that they were growing. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed that. You can think of different characters and how they act and what that allows us to learn from them. All right. And if they learn from each other. So at the end, Bear probably learned, hey, it's work hard, play hard. You work hard, you harvest your crops, and then you get to chill and relax. Okay? Work hard, play hard, just like our rule in the classroom. So I hope you enjoyed that. And hopefully you made some connections maybe to your own life, some tricks you've played or tricks that other people have played on you. And hopefully you also remember some Anansi stories, like how Anansi the spider tricked other animals to get things that Anansi wanted. So hopefully that was good. And let's see, we will have another read aloud lesson next week, and I will be seeing you guys later. Bye.